Well, well, well. Oh my God. Everybody. How is everybody doing today, bro? The craziest thing that has ever happened in the history of the NBA. The craziest trade of all time that has ever occurred. And I dare you to name me one example. Has just gone down. The Lakers have traded for Luka Doncic, man. The full package is Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, Markieff Morris. And we traded to the Mavericks, Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and our 2029 first. The Jazz in the trade also get, as the third team, Jalen Hood-Schifino, good riddance, 2025 Clippers second, and the 2025 Mavericks second. The Lakers, shout out Rob Pelinka, man. Shout out Rob Pelinka. I mean, like, where were you guys when this was happening? This is going to be one of those things. That we have to tell the story of where we were when it happened. It was midnight. It was late on the East Coast. That's why I waited till this morning to actually record the video, because my girl was in bed at the time. And I was freaking out on the other side of the bed, just like, what the hell? And seeing the news flow out and everybody thinking Shams was hacked. And then he doubled down on it with the full trade package. Yes, this is 1,000% real. And here's the package. And then everybody's starting to report different things here and there. The Lakers just coming off of a big win last night versus a full-strength Knicks team. Full-strength Knicks team without AD. Winning 8 of their last 10. OG was obviously injured mid-game last night, but they beat a full-strength Knicks team relatively without AD, their star player. Obviously, that had nothing to do because the deal was in place probably, I think, a couple weeks ago. I truly thought today it was going to be different, like way different. I don't think anybody anticipated this coming. I thought I was going to sit down here today and I was going to talk to y'all about the De'Aaron Fox at the Spurs trade. I thought that was going to be the big ticket news. It would be, but it's going to look like small potatoes compared to this, even if it goes down. The Lakers, man, like, what? I'm still in shock. I'm still in utter shock. And the Mavericks, like, what? Apparently LeBron, Luka, and AD all had zero clue. All of them. AD was literally texting his teammates, congratulations after a big win last night, is what I heard. LeBron was at dinner with the family. I'm just imagining the table dynamic that was going on right then. Bryce was, probably on his phone a little bit, texting the huzz. Gets the notifications. Mouth wide open, pause. And Bronny and LeBron are just sitting there like, what's going on? And what was Luka doing? Luka apparently had no idea. Luka at this point was probably at the same time eating a honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich meal from Whataburger with the large fry and large Dr. Pepper. That's what the Mavs would like us to believe. Yellow dude with hands up. But how did we get here, though? I mean, like, nobody really knows anything yet. Reportedly, the Lakers front office did not take too kindly to Anthony Davis sitting down with Shams for a one-on-one interview. Anthony Davis never does that stuff. And he discussed the Lakers roster needs, saying, we need a center, this, that, and the third. Well, Well, now we really need one. You think to yourself though, like he says that, and it's like you think to yourself, yeah, that makes sense, right? Anthony Davis likes playing the four, that makes total sense. Maybe Rob Pelinka, maybe Rob Pelinka got the boss call from Jeannie Buss, and she was like, get this man out, and he was like, I'll make it happen. You think that maybe they were shopping him around at that point, since he went so vocal to the public about it. Nope. And I didn't think of anything about the sit down in the first place anyway, because it's not a controversial take. We need a big. Another big, at least. Presumably for me, it would have been the non-Anthony Davis minutes is what we need a big for the most part. But he would rather play alongside a big is another big was his point. But it's not a controversial take either way. It's really not. Right? Like, everybody basically knew that already. Why would the Lakers front office be so hell-bent about it? Who knows? Egos get into this industry and everything. You never know. But that's not even the craziest part, though. You'd think, even if they were mad about it, then they'd chop him around, yeah? But that's not what happened. The Mavericks came to the Lakers. Reports coming out now that Luka's constant conditioning issues made them grow sour on him. And the Mavericks GM now stating, being very public right after a trade like this, which generally you don't really do, but I'm sure everybody was begging him for a statement at 1 in the morning, midnight over there, stating that he firmly believes that defense wins championships and that AD is an all-NBA defensive player, bona fide defensive player of the year candidate every single year. Well, yeah, that's true. But the rationale is ludicrous at the end of the day if you really sit down and think about it, based on what they gave up for that. Luka has been named All-NBA First Team for the past 5 years, and the only year not being on it was his rookie year. He is a generational, franchise-changing cornerstone. Now in his 7th season, he's made the NBA Western Conference Finals twice and just led his team to the finals 7 or 8 months ago, while still being reportedly fat. Apparently he's fat, and he was still averaging 28, 8, and 8 for the past 6 years en route to a finals appearance 8 months ago. He is a top 3 player in the league, and he just went to the finals. And you go to the Lakers, and you come to them and say he is available at 25 years old. AD is going to be 32 next month. Let that sink in. On the question of defense, Kenny Beecham, shout out King of the Fourth Quarter. Probably the greatest basketball YouTuber on this planet, no glaze. Shout out to him. He pointed out that the Mavericks last year, en route to their championship appearance, championship series appearance, built a top 7 defense with Luka playing 37 minutes a game. So it's not impossible to have a top defense with Luka on the court. And you know who the Lakers happen to have? Not a center yet, but you know who they have? Jared Vanderbilt, who just came back, and he's making such a huge impact on this game. Will lock up your team's best player, and we just need to pair him with the center. And I'll tell you what's not going to be a problem with him moving forward. Give it 2 months. Give it 2 months. Because LeBron will see to it that it isn't a problem. Body maintenance, conditioning, fatness. No. LeBron don't play that shit. He's going to get Luka on a plan to where he's going to be healthy for a long time. In the case of AD, when AD was going to be the guy who presumably would take on the torch from LeBron and have it be his team for the Lakers would be AD's team for years to come after LeBron retires. LeBron immediately started getting him on a plan. For AD, he was too skinny. He needed to gain weight. He put on, that's wrong. For AD, he needed to shed 15 pounds actually. So at his size, he's not carrying around all that weight. He shed 15 pounds in one offseason. With LeBron's help and with the Lakers conditioning coach's help. He shed 15 pounds and is no longer injury prone. I'm done with the idea that casuals are bringing up that AD is injury prone. It's not true anymore. It's madness. Look at his games played. So it's not going to be a problem with LeBron. LeBron is going to see to it that it's not a problem. Conditioning. Being healthy. And I'm not hating on AD right now either. I love AD. I love AD. Thank you, AD, for what you have done for this franchise. After an 11-year drought, you gave us a championship. And you are truly a phenomenal player, one of the best in the league. Easily top 2 defender in the league. Probably top 1 as it currently stands. But you're 32 next month. And this is a trade that sets us up with our franchise cornerstone for the next 10 years, foreseeably, pretty much. Yes, Mavericks, that's great. You got our 2029 first out of this deal. But Luka will be 29 at that time. In the midst of his prime. You know? One thing I will give AD, though, is that he pre-fired the question about us needing center, because not only did we need one back then, we definitely need one now. Jackson Hayes, you're cool and all. You're a great role player. You've been doing good things for us this year. Play with a lot of energy. I like to see that. But you won't start for our championship team. Nope, the Lakers are not done yet. Lakers ain't done yet. And the Mavericks... I really hope that this works out for the Mavericks. I really hope that they make this move and they do win now. Because if you don't, you're going to look so silly. You're going to look so stupid. You're going to look really bad if you don't win now. Why? Because you were too stupid to demand our 2031 first. All of this talk the past couple of weeks about the Lakers potentially going for a center to complete the lineup. Miles Turner's name was being thrown out. Walker Kessler's name was being thrown out. Nick Claxton now, more realistically, Clint Capella. All these guys. What was going to be our package for them, you ask? Well, a lot of the common packages, we still have all those assets. That being the 2031 first, Rui Hachimura, and Gabe Vincent. Those two guys, plus the asset we were going to use in a trade for another center. We still have those. We still have all that. Shout out Rob Pelinka, man. You've tried my patience over the years so many times. We talked about your inability to make stuff happen. Everybody was justifying it due to the Lakers tax. But it looks like you were just holding your full house royal flush in your hand the entire time. You also have to think that this trade resets the trade economy back to its original balance. No longer can a team in good conscience, at least for this year, ask for 4 first-round picks for a guy of like Rudy Gobert's caliber, for example. It just simply can't be justified anymore because this is the craziest trade to ever happen, and it got done with 1 first. You think about the list of players that are completely, unequivocally, absolutely previously thought to be untouchable for their franchises. Victor Wembanyama, Nikola Jokic. Shoot, maybe even Jason Tatum if you want. And Luka Doncic. The list stops there. Even a guy like Giannis, not untouchable, and they're not going to get anything done. But the Mavericks just went to the finals and they traded Luka. How stupid can you be? Not only did they trade Luka, they were shopping him. They were going onto the Lakers' doorstep of the office and going into the office, setting a meeting with Jeannie Buss and saying he's available if you want him. Holy shit. I can't believe it, man. The more exciting part is going to come in the coming days. The more exciting part is going to be in the next few days before the trade deadline, because what move are the Lakers going to make next? Some people even think it could be a LeBron trade. I don't think so. LeBron and AD love each other. They are butt buddies, but at the end of the day, LeBron would be crazy to not close out his window and eclipse his career with at least trying to win with the superstar, potentially the next face of the league, to close out his career. What do y'all think? Let me make sure I didn't forget anything else, because this is my brain is fried. I could barely sleep last night after I found out about this shit. But we've got a future now, Lakers fans. Laker Nation, how are we feeling? I feel pretty good, man. I feel pretty good. What do the lineups look like now? You have Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, LeBron, and then at the 4 you have DFS, Jared Vanderbilt, take your pick, Jackson Hayes. Then you've got Dalton Connect off the bench still, man. Then you have whoever's not starting between DFS and Vanderbilt. A lot of people were saying, like, oh, that's going to be a fun team to watch, but they're not going to win anything. A team built around Luka just made the finals. And that wasn't with no LeBron. That was with Kyrie, bro. You're going to sit here and tell me that he couldn't do the same thing with LeBron? The man who's still averaging 27, 7, and 7 at 40 years old? And putting up triple doubles like it's fucking hotcakes? And then from the Mavericks side, you have Kyrie, Clay, PJ Washington, AD, and Derek Lively. Max Christie off the bench too. Not a huge Max Christie fan. That's all. That's a good lineup. It's a pretty decent lineup. But we have to remember, we're not talking about 2018, 2017, 2016 Klay Thompson anymore. We're not talking about that. We're talking about all these Mavs players in their current form. Does that look like a championship contender to you? Are the Mavericks better off today, sitting at what, the 10th seed? Or the 8th seed? 7th seed? Whatever the case may be. Are they better off today than they were yesterday without Luka? You can say they might have been playing better. They might have been playing good without Luka. They might have been just fine. Blah, blah, blah. Now you're adding AD to that. Get real. Get serious. Did they make it to the finals without Luka last year? Would they have? Nope. Absolutely not. So yeah, this is This is just absolutely bonkers, man. Let me know in the comments what you think. And make sure you drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe and follow me on all socials in the description. Peace.